So welcome back, everyone. We are live on Facebook. I got a newbie with me. We have Angie Quintero, and she's with Legacy Insurance Group and Local Medicare Specialist. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about what people, Medicare's around the corner here, what they need to be thinking about.
Hi, Carol. Thank you for having me. Medicare actually is around the corner. It's an annual thing that we do every single year, and people need to start thinking about it.
Just thinking about it. You know what you need to be thinking about is finding somebody that can help you figure out what it is that you need within the alphabet soup, right,
Absolutely.
of Medicare.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So are there any other times of the year that someone needs to be aware of Medicare besides October?
So October is the big one, so October 15th through December 7th, but we also have, that's our annual enrollment. We also have open enrollment, which is January 1st through March 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two biggest times of the year for Medicare.
Now, this is a free service to the people out there. When they call you, do you work Valley-wide?
I do work Valley-wide, yes.
So this is a free service. It makes sense to just call somebody here local. Their phone number is 626-428-5210. And you know what? Medicare is around the corner. I cannot believe it, but it's already almost the end of August. Didn't you feel like it just started?
I felt like
And
it
now,
was yesterday.
before you know it, it's going to be October, which is the biggie time, right? So how does somebody learn a little bit about Medicare and what they should do?
So you want to start thinking about Medicare around the time that you're going to turn 65. So Medicare gives you a 7-month window, 3 months before your 65th birthday, the month of your 65th birthday, and 3 months after your 65th birthday. So when you start to get towards that age, that's when you really need to start thinking about it. And the best thing to do is to work with a licensed broker like myself, because those are the people that can sit down with you, tailor a special plan, look what's important to you as far as a plan goes, and also check your doctors, check your medications, make sure they're covered. There's a lot of great plans out there, but we want to make sure it's tailored for you.
Well, one thing that I know is they don't let you not think about it, because you get a lot of paper in the mail.
Yes.
It's not there. You're getting it on your on the television always. Why call somebody here if that's local?
The best reason is because we can actually sit down with you. We can make an appointment to come to your home, sit down at your kitchen table, knee to knee, toe to toe, sit down and check your doctors and check your medications and do that specialized plan for you, and then not only get you taken care of, but also take care of you the rest of the year for any questions, any needs, you have any issues. We can be the one to be called and make sure that we're on it for you.
This is a free service to you. They're Valley-wide. The phone number to call is 626-428-5210, and be on top of it. It's important to do that because you don't want to wait. And there's some fees that if you don't take care of it, that you can get hefty fees.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, the government penalizes you if you don't sign up for Medicare, if you don't have a what they call a PDP, which is a prescription plan for your drugs, for your medications. They give you so much of a window, and if you don't have it, like 63 days, if you don't get a drug plan to cover your drugs, they'll penalize you. And unfortunately, the penalties for the rest of your life, it does not go away.
Wow, they're brutal.
They are.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, on TV, we see a lot of different plans. I mean, it's really crazy out there. And how does somebody know? Let's talk a little bit about Medicare Advantage plans. What do they include?
So a Medicare Advantage plan is a plan that gives you ancillary benefits on top of your Medicare. What happens is Medicare and Social Security, they don't cover hearing aids, they don't cover vision, they don't cover dental, they don't cover any of that. So Medicare basically only covers doctor, hospital. So you want the Medicare Advantage plans because that could add your prescription drug plan, your vision benefits, your dental benefits, the stuff that they won't cover.
The stuff when you get older that you need.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And it doesn't take away from your Medicare plan, it just adds to it. So that way everything all around is covered.
So every time you talk to somebody, obviously it's a story. Everybody has a different story. So the first thing is to have a consultation with you.
Yes.
Right? And so how do you do that? Today it's so different. Do you go to them? Do they come to you? How does that work?
So if they're interested and they need some help, my job is to sit down with you and walk you through the Medicare process. It's really confusing, and there's a lot of people that get overwhelmed because you get the mail, you get the phone calls, you get the text messages from Medicare sources and Medicare companies. So when you find somebody like myself, a bonded licensed agent, we can sit down with you and we can say, okay, this is what you need, this is what you need to do. And if there's people out there that need extra help, people that are low income, people that need that little bit of extra cushion, we can also help you apply to get that extra help on top of your Medicare benefits.
And so when you do this, do you do that over the phone? Do you do it via, a lot of people are doing Zoom, or do you go to their homes? What do you do?
Whatever works for you. I'm a people person and I love to help. So my first suggestion is let me come to you, sit down with you in front of you at your kitchen table, and let's go over everything and I'll walk you through it. If you're more comfortable over the phone, I'm okay with that too. And if you want, let me buy you a cup of coffee with the great whipped cream on top of a little drink, I'll do that too.
So the phone number to call is 626-428-5210. They're valley-wide, and it is a free service to you. You know, I like to say this, there are a lot of people that do what you do.
Yes.
But one thing I have to say is that everybody resonates with different people, you know? And so it's important that they hear someone that they just may, that girl sounds like she's so sweet. I would really like to work with her. But the main thing is you don't want to just, first of all, you don't want to do it yourself. That's number one. And a lot of people go up to Dr. Google and find out all sorts of information. And even though it's good information, may not be exactly right for you.
Right. There's a ton of information about Medicare out there, but there's also a lot of companies that are not so good because all they want to do is get you signed up with the plan and they don't care which one because it's all about numbers for them. So when you come across a licensed agent, those are the people that are going to sit down with you and make sure that you're taken care of and that you have what you need to find out what's important for you in a plan.
That number again, it's 626-428-5210. The main thing too is that we have open enrollment is coming around the corner, but forget that there's also people every day, that you are turning 65. If not that, you might have some questions to get prepared. I think that's also another thing. We said it earlier, being prepared. And a lot of people, I think that Medicare is just free and it just happens, or just you get a card in the mail and you're all signed up. No, I don't think that's the case.
No, definitely be prepared, but there's a Medicare A and B. A is always free, of course, but you have to have earned it working.
What does that mean? Oh, okay.
So Medicare A, you earn it by working 10 years, or what they call 40 quarters of your life. If you've paid into Social Security, you're good with A when you get to retire. But Part B, they charge you Part B every year. So right now, I think Part B is about $170.
It's not free.
It's not.
Everybody thinks it's free too. It's really not free.
It's not.
So, and the other thing is you need Part B. People don't understand that too, because Part A is just letting you in the hospital.
Exactly.
But if you want to have a doctor kind of come over and talk to you or even help you, that doesn't happen unless you're covered, or you have to pay for it out of pocket. Is that correct?
You do have to pay for Part B out of pocket, unless, of course, we can get you the extra help, and then there's a lot of programs that will help you pay for that Part B.
So that's another person, and we never know until you speak with them. Is that correct?
Yes.
Again, it's all about having that consultation with them. The number to call is area code 626-428-5210, and this is a free service to you. They are valley-wide. So how does someone who needs help with their Medicare work with you? How does it work? What do they need to do?
We first have to make sure that they are eligible for Part A and Part B. That's where we start. Once we know that you're eligible for those two things, then we can get you on the correct plan. We can look into what you qualify for, what benefits are good for you, and again, it's a phone call. You can give us a call at that number, and we can make an appointment with you, or we can talk over the phone, whatever makes you comfortable.
Also, please don't ask your friends or even your family members. That's another thing that you want to be careful of, because everybody is an individual. Everybody's different. Your medications are different. So it doesn't matter what your neighbor is doing, what your spouse might be doing. It doesn't matter, because you could be quite different.
Absolutely. The only thing we ask for you to ask your friends is tell them about us, referrals, so we can help them as well.
Okay, and that number to call is 626-428-5210. It's a free service, and it is valley-wide. Since open enrollment is around the corner here right now, a lot of people do think that they need to wait till October to do that. Is it true that they do, or should they be calling you now?
They can call us and set up. We can set up appointments for October and kind of fill out what you need. But we can't legally do anything until October 15th.
Okay, but again, if you are turning 65, or if you are 65, you need to make sure that you get this, because it doesn't happen for you.
Right, and if you don't sign up again, you get penalized, unfortunately. We
And
want
you
to make
said
sure that doesn't happen.
That's for life. It doesn't just go away and they say, okay. So they want to make sure that it's done correctly, that is for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to work with somebody that has been doing this for a long time, who knows what they're doing and can help you. Do not call the people on television. Their number to call again at 626-428-5210. It is a free service to you. They are a valley-wide, and they even want to buy you a cup of coffee and sit down with you with all of the whipped cream on it too. I'll take one. That number to call again, 626-428-5210.